All right, so today, and again, y'all ignore my voice. I'm ready for this sickness to go away. All right, so today we talked about writing equations as functions, okay? And a little bit of vocabulary for us to start off with. Okay, functions can also be represented as an equation, and the equation will generate ordered pairs, okay, by taking an input, which is going to be our x, that results in a certain output. All right, the graph of the equation is a set of all ordered pairs, which often forms a line, and it will form a line most of the time for us, or a curve. All right, and I used some examples for the next part in class today. We talked about the x value is called your independent variable, and the y value is your dependent variable. So the x is like the parents. Um, they provide for you. You are the dependent. So like what you have depends on what your parents give you, or how much money your parents make, or where you live, or things of that nature. But you depend on your parents, so you are the dependent. Um, and we talked about that way more extensively in class as different examples and so forth. Okay, but your x values are your independent. Your x values will be given to you. You're going to plug those in, and you're going to get a y value. Okay, so like right here, we talked about the gas pump. Like the x is the gas nozzle. So you take the gas nozzle out of the gas pump, you put it in your car, and you get out gas. So the gas pump is your x, and then y is your gas. So you're putting the nozzle in, and you're getting gas out. Okay, so x is going to be what you plug in, and y is going to be what you get out. All right, and now you're going to notice down here for all of these problems, they've already given us the equation. In addition, they've already given us the x values for every one of these. Okay, and there's a couple of ways you can do these. I'm going to do them by hand. You can always use a calculator, so let me grab some post-it notes real quick. You can always use a calculator as well. Just remember that some of your test is calculator inactive, so you don't want to be using the calculator for everything. All right, but all we're really doing here, y'all, is I'm going to start with -5, and I'm going to plug every number I see here in for x. So -5 plus 4, -4 plus 4, -2 plus 4, and 0 plus 4. So notice the x got replaced with my x numbers, and the plus 4 stayed. That's a 4. Okay, and then I'm going to simplify. That would be -1, 0, 2, and 4. Okay, so then that's what goes in our chart. And then from the chart, we're going to take that and we're going to graph our ordered pairs. So -5, -1 is here. -4, 0. -2, 2. And 0, 4. And then we're just going to connect our dots to make our line. That's all we're doing. Complete each function table, and then we're going to graph those ordered pairs. Okay? All right, so the next one. Okay, I'm going to start with 3/4 times -4 minus 2. Do those three first. Okay, here my 4's are canceled, but I still have that negative. So that's -3 minus 2, which is -5. Anything times 0 is 0, minus 2 is -2. 4's cancel, 3 minus 2 is 1. And then I'm going to do the same thing for 8. Okay, 3 times 4 is 24. Divided by 4 is 6, and 6 minus 2 gives me 4. Okay, so again, there's my work. You could use the calculator. Okay, and I'm going to plot my points. -4, -5. 0, -2, 4, 1. And I can't put 8, 4 on this graph that's provided, so there we go. All right. Let's look at the bottom two down here. Okay, y equals 3x. Okay, so literally we're going to do 3 times negative 2, 3 times negative 1, 3 times 0, and 3 times 1. Negative 6, negative 3, 0, and 3. Okay, those just go into my table, and we're going to plot our ordered pairs. Okay. All right. Okay, for negative 3 over 2. So that's negative 3 over 2 times negative 2 plus 2. That is a plus 2, right? Okay. Negative 3 over 2 times 0 plus 2. Negative 3 over 2 times 2 plus 2. And negative 3 over 2 times 4 plus 2. I had to make sure that was a 2. All right, so here we go. The 2's cancel. Negative times a negative is a positive 3 plus 2 gives me 5. Anything times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 2's cancel. That's negative 3 plus 2, which is negative 1. And this gives me negative 12 divided by 2, which is negative 6, plus 2 gives me negative 4. All right, plot our points. Negative 2, 5, 0, 2, 2, negative 1, and 4, negative 4. Okay, connect our dots. There's our line. Okay, now, talked about in class, this is the first one. All 3 of these had a positive slope. This was the first one with a negative slope, and if you look, our line is in fact negative. Okay, let's jump to the second page. We got 2 more of these to do. All right, so same thing here. Okay, we're going to plug in our numbers. Now, this one got a few of you in class, so pay close attention. That's a negative x, so it's going to be negative negative 3 plus 1, and negative negative 1 plus 1, and negative 0 plus 1, and negative 4 plus 1. Okay, so that made that a positive 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. Positive 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 plus 1 is 1, and negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. Okay, so negative 3, 4, negative 1, 2, 0, 1, and 4, negative 3. And if you look, we jumped from 0 to 4, and that's why there's a big gap between our 2 points right there. Okay. All right, last one. So it's going to be 1 minus 1/3 times negative 3. All right, again, my 3's cancel here, but that negative's got to go to there, so that makes that 1 plus 1, which is 2. This becomes 0, which makes this 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so that makes that negative 1. Okay. Y'all, I'm serious. I'm so ready to be not sick. All right, negative 3, 2. 0, 1, 3, 0, and then 6, negative 1. There you are. All right, that is all of the ones where they gave us the table and then they wanted us to graph, okay? Now, the remainder, the next 8 that we have, they still give us the equation. They'll always give you the equation, y'all. And then they gave us the domain, which remember the domain is our x values, and we're simply going to plug them in. So I'm going to plug 4, 6, and 8 in for x. And I'm going to simplify negative 1, 1, and 3. But this time they want me to write the range. Remember when we write our range, we're going to put these little squigglies. Remember, I don't teach art, so my squigglies are kind of hideous. All right, but then I'm going to put them in order from least to greatest. No matter how I calculate them, when you write them, they go in order from least to greatest, okay? All right, so moving right along. 3 times negative 1 plus 1. 3 times 0 plus 1. 3 times 1 plus 1, and 3 times 4 plus 1. That's negative 3 plus 1, which is negative 2. 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 12 plus 1 is 13. So again, in order, negative 2, 1, 4, and 13. Okay? Keep it going. 4 minus negative 2. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 5. Minus a negative is a double negative, so that's going to turn to a positive. There's a 1 and there's a negative 1. So here we go, y'all. Again, make sure you put them in the correct order. That's least to greatest. Negative 1, 1, and 6. Anytime you're writing set notation, which is what this is, okay, you want it in order from least to greatest. Okay? 3 over 5 times negative 10 plus 2. 3 over 5 times 0 plus 2. 3 over 5 times 5 plus 2. All right. 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. Negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. Plus 2 is negative 4. This turns into 0 plus 2 is 2. And this turns into 3 plus 2, which is 5. So our range is negative 4, 2, and 5. Okay? All right, number 11. Okay? So half of 4 is 2. Those two negatives make a positive. So 7 plus 2 is going to be 9. The 0 goes away, so that one's just 7. Half of 6 is 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. So make sure 4 comes first, then 7, then 9. Okay? Okay? All right, again, and y'all, you can type these in the calculator. It's hard to see this calculator, the um, 84 because of the digital screen, but I'm going to try. You just always want to put your fraction in parentheses if you do this. Okay, so literally I would do negative 2 over 3 in parentheses, negative 12 in parentheses, and then plus 9. That gives me 17. Okay, and I can do the same thing, and we talked about it in class. Remember, you can just go up, hit enter, and it's going to put it down here. This time I want that to be a negative 6, so I'm going to delete one of those numbers and make that a 6, which gives me 13. And then now I want, again, let's see if I can, like I said, it's hard for y'all to see. Okay. I want that negative 6 now to be a 3 for us, a negative 3. and that gave me 11. Okay, so in order from least to greatest, it's 11, 13, and 17. All right, just going to knock out the last couple real quick. Okay, 7 minus 4 times negative 3, 7 minus 4 times negative 1, and 7 minus 4 times 5. So that gives me 7 plus 12, which is 19, 7 plus 4, which is 11, and 7 minus 20, which is negative 13. All right, 8 divided by 4 is 2, so that's a negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7. 4 divided by 4 is 1, that's a negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So it's going to go negative, negative 7, negative 6, and negative 2. All right, so that is writing equations as functions and then how to plug them in and get your numbers. Okay.